Federal Reserve raising interest rates once again, this time by 3/4 of a percentage point. And this comes as we're seeing the worst inflation in decades.
News 3 spoke with a local economist from ODU about what this means for you and the threat of a possible recession. So Professor Bob McNabb says it will take months before we see any real change in prices at the mall or grocery store. He says if the Federal Reserve pumps the brakes on the economy too fast, it could lead us into a recession. The Fed's decision to rate interest rates 3/4 of a percentage point is in an effort to slowly pull money out of the economy by raising the price of the U.S. dollar.
This means it will likely be more expensive to take out a loan for a car, to pay off your credit cards, and to buy a home. But experts say housing prices will not go down immediately and may not drop much at all. So if you rent, you're also likely going to see experiencing the worst of inflation compared to homeowners who at least are locked into fixed mortgage rates during the height of the pandemic.
Now, with the Federal Reserve increasing interest rates, you are slowing demand, but you're also contracting housing supply because now it's more expensive to build. So housing prices are unlikely to tumble downward like they did in the last recession.
McNabb says we are not in a recession just yet. Right now, we are experiencing stagflation, which is a fancy term for high inflation and slow growth. Basically, this means because gas and items at the grocery store are so expensive, people aren't spending money on other things like possibly going out to dinner.
If stagflation is not offset by the Fed's raising interest rates, then we could experience job loss, and then that will push us into a recession. So what we're seeing is really a balancing act. The Fed is trying to slow the economy down slowly and delicately in an effort to avoid a recession.
Yeah, Professor McNabb says the Fed is expected to continue raising interest rates as the year goes on. Their next scheduled meeting is set for September.